Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Let's go now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Lloyd. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Hand off here to Lloyd. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Ready, go! Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Here we go. Working from the gun, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Out of the pistol, Williams. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now. They run once more with Lloyd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pass play now. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 36. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street.
He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Set, go.
Williams will look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Packers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd and 9. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially an even 40 yards on the punt. And the Bears are going to be set up with some great field position. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams from the gun. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They read that screen perfectly. Interception! Picked off by Xavier McKinney. 30. Gets the 10! And he takes this one back for the pick six! That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
After the pick, here's Williams. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They'll come up 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They have 2nd down and 5. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Lloyd running dead ahead. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pacheco will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go!
Now Williams. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Lloyd. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now off play action. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This is hauled in by Lloyd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Left leg 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. But he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. They're down to their final one in this half. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. They'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Throw on 3rd down. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Lloyd has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Packers in possession. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Green Bay. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers jump in front now by 5. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Receiver in motion, headed right. 1st down, Williams. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
79 Broncos.
Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Williams on the play action. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take the lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Packers.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Quay Walker. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's go. Ready.
A second down run by Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And the Packers will go with a dime look. Third down coming.
Ready.
Scott put in motion right. Third down. Here's Williams. Moore's got it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. On target to Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Here we go. Go.
To the ground with Lloyd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ready.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Right here. Come on. Set. Ready.
Here's a throw. Able to find Lloyd here. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's second and 2. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
Set. Ready. Set. Go.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They go with Lloyd here. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. The throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Let's go now.
Lloyd. And And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lloyd. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Ready, go!
Dropping back to throw. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bears 16.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Ready up!
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Ready,
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed here to Komet. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
ready! Hut, hut.
Williams from the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, set!
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go!
From the 36. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big gain downfield. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 3rd quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for 2.
60 Bison! Come on!
The Bears will line up.
They'll try to run it in. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the give, it's Lloyd. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He's dropping back to throw. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it's going to be Bears football. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Let's go now.
Williams to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Edger and Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Hand off here to Lloyd. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see them tackle second and goal after the break. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Ready, go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on third and goal.
Let's go.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers take a fourth quarter lead. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Big spot for the Packers here. They'll go for 2. They bring their tight end left. They give it to the back on the zone read. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Kickoff taken at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Caden. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Williams to throw on first. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Pacheco hauls it in. Down the left sideline he goes. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
He'll try to do it himself. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
3rd and short, whether it's a handoff or a QB sneak, things don't change in the minds of those defenders. This is their chance to step up, their chance to show out, their chance to stuff that play before it could get started.
Let's go now.
Moore going to motion over right. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
A give right side. Here's Lloyd. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Hand off to the back. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position.
Ready? Go!
First down, Williams. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, set!
Working inside the red zone. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears facing a 5-point deficit.
Got it, ready?
3rd and just 2 to go.
Come on, set!
He'll throw it. Has it in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Even with a little time left here, Brock, kicking the extra point, probably the safer call.
And with that little time left, even if you do get the 2, still got a chance to drive down, your opponent does, and kick that game-winning field goal. Now you need some way to get the ball back in a hurry, and the chances are so limited.
First and 10 now from the 30. Lloyd running dead ahead. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's Lloyd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They run once more with Lloyd. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Again, a run with Lloyd. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. now to Lloyd. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with Lloyd. Into the second level past the 30. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Lloyd will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Running right is Lloyd. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Big spot for the Packers here. They'll go for 2. He'll look to throw it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Come 19. Set go.
Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Nearly an interception on that play, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on. Set. Hook.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL